Hey guys, this is Joy back again with another video, and I just wanted to make this video today. I know today is Wednesday, and in the past I've done like Wisdom Wednesdays where basically I just give like wisdom, knowledge, and just life experience and just a topic and that's pretty relevant to relationships and dating and mental health and different things of that sort. So just bear with me, you guys. Excuse me, I had to stay hydrated because I talk a lot. So yeah, I wanted to talk about putting yourself first and why it's important, and not just in relationships but in life period. Now in regards to relationships, the reason why putting yourself first is important because you really understand that nobody is gonna want to be with you if you are putting, especially like dating, if, like, for instance, like, let's say you're a female and you're dating a guy, if you are all about him and you make your life about him and you don't focus on your own goals and your dreams, and you put him on the pedestal, like, the guy's not going to respect you. He's going to take you for granted. He's going to start talking to other people. So um, the advice that I can give you all that's watching this is to put yourself first, to value yourself, to value your life, to find goals and dreams that excite you and things that interest you, that make you happy, and you will attract somebody, and somebody will gravitate towards you that is in alignment with, how you're being, like how you're showing up for yourself, because I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes I'd be in situations or relationships where I would put the guy on a pedestal. I'd be chasing after him, I'd be calling them and texting them, and you know months later they ended up going and dating someone else, or you know it just didn't work out for the best. So what I realized is, like, once you focus on your own life, you put yourself first, you put your own needs, not saying being selfish, not being a narcissist, but understanding, like, you have needs too, you have desires and things that you want in a situation or a relationship, and that is just fine. I mean, let's say you're dating a guy, you want a relationship and he doesn't. All right, that's fine. So you say, okay, you don't want a relationship, that's cool, I'm gonna go and find somebody that does. And then if that person really wants to be with you, then they will make the adjustments and they will say, okay, I do want one, blah blah blah. And if not, then that's fine too, because you would be saving yourself a heartache. You know what I mean? Something that you don't necessarily even have to have gone through if you would have just listened to what they said in the first place, and then you go and do your own thing. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying is key to, having that self-respect and standards and boundaries, and saying, okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and find somebody that does. I mean, again, it goes back to saying, you don't chase anybody, you don't chase guys. I mean, but in this topic, this video is just for females, because guys are supposed to chase, guys are supposed to be hunters, they're supposed to pursue, they're supposed to charm, and it's not our job as females to do that. I know sometimes us females, we can get into that habit just because of like how we're taught, oh, go and strive, go and get what we want, go be a go-getter. I mean, yeah, we're supposed to do that when it comes to our career, but relationships, that's not what we're supposed to do. We don't chase after guys, we don't call them, we don't text. I mean, not saying you have to play hard to get, but it's like a balance, you know because guys are trained to pursue and go after what they want, and they don't want a person that's going to be too nice to them, too easy, too available. You got to really get busy with your own life, go to the gym, or just go for a walk, or just do something. Don't just be all about that person, and putting yourself first. Like I said, it's not about playing hard to get. It's really getting involved in your own life, like really, spend some time with friends, or just do things by yourself. Don't feel like you need to have somebody that, I mean, because you don't want to get codependent in a relationship, and that's how those narcissistic and empath relationships happen, because the narc makes that person dependent on them, codependent, whether it be financially, emotionally, psychologically. And so that's where that abuse comes in, you know what I mean? Because originally you come into the relationship with a narcissist, a lot of us are independent, but they make us codependent on them. And I remember that our saw that happening to me before, you know, in the past, but I'm like, no, don't be that way. And you know, understanding, like I said, your boundaries and knowing what you will and what you won't put up with. You set the standards in a relationship, okay? Because people will respect you more when you do that, and you will respect yourself for setting those boundaries, you know. And so yeah, that's why it's important, you know. And you'll be more happier, you'll be more healthier. um you know, there won't be any unnecessary drama. um you know, and if the, like I said, the person is meant to be with you, they'll stick around. If not, that's cool too. You know, there's an abundance of people out there. You don't have to just be with one particular person, you know. And another reason why it's important to put yourself first is yeah, I mean, it just feels better. You know what I mean? Like, and the guys will, they will appreciate that. They're like, wow, like she doesn't, she's not making her whole life all about me. She's not too eager, she's not too excited to be around me. Because the thing about it, that'll turn a guy off. And just in case if you guys don't know this, like, because they don't want somebody that's like all over them all the time, like too clingy, too needy. They just want that perfect balance where you're a challenge. And you know what I mean? Because they don't want you to be like a bitch, excuse my language, but they don't want you to be too easy. They want you to be a challenge. And when I say a challenge, is like I said, you have your own life, you have your own goals, your dreams, you have standards, you have boundaries. And sometimes when I say boundaries, I'm saying like, you know, there's some some ways in which you say you could do this or you can't do that. Like basically, if you don't want a person calling you, texting you, like, you know, a certain amount of times per day, you know, you say, hey, don't text me this amount of times. Or even you know, let's say you guys are not maybe in a relationship yet, so okay, there's no sex, so that's a boundary that's being set. Because only if I'm in a relationship, then I'm going to have sex. And if, you know what I mean, you set that boundary. And so yeah, that's basically, it's good in a way. Like a challenge, like I said, how else can you be a challenge, is like knowing when to say no. Don't try to please him all the time. Don't, you know what I mean, don't try to cook for him and clean for him all the time. Let him do stuff too, you know. That's being a challenge, because you're like, you know what I mean. And yeah, just being your own person and standing in your truth, standing in like what you know is right. That's a challenge, okay, you guys. So that's why you should put yourself first, and that's why it's important, especially if you want a healthy and a happy and a loving relationship, okay, you guys. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This is your Wisdom Wednesday for today. Bye, guys.